Hello my fellow Retromaniacs and welcome to explore Microsoft Home CD Sampler for Windows 3.1. So I have already explored sampler CDs for Windows 98 and 95, so let's go back in time. I think this was the first sampler CD ever. You know, before that, usually software were distributed with diskettes, but yeah, this is a CD era now. We are entering. So yeah. Right. So I don't think this will have any like demo games, or I don't even know if it has any demo software. It's supposed to have just those like Microsoft CD multimedia CD-ROMs like Encarta and so on. It's taking a long time. What is it searching for? And it's taking too long. I think there's something wrong. It shouldn't take this long. But there's no error. So I wonder. It's quite big CD, so just gonna give it a time. You know, it's like 300, 400 megabytes. So it's probably have to like unchip everything or something. Maybe you can just run this from the CD. You don't have to install it. Obviously, you can also run this with later Windows versions. But I thought it would be just appropriate to launch it on Windows 3.1. But if it doesn't work, I can try like Windows 95. Yeah, this is taking too long. It would be nice if there was like progress bar, so you would know that if it's actually doing anything. Yeah, I guess let's just restart. fuck? What is this one? Nothing. Yeah, I usually install these things before starting the stream, but just wanted to show the installation process, but you know, it's just wasting time. What if I change this to the drive? What's going to happen? Stop source. Okay. I don't think it's doing anything. So plan B. Let's run this on Windows 95. Okay.
Microsoft Home. On this CD, you'll be able to sample a broad.
This was faster than the guy. Guy could say his sentences.
In just a moment, you'll be discovering the exciting world of Microsoft Home.
Wow. Yeah, that was painless. Or not.
Welcome to Microsoft Home. On this CD, you'll be able to sample a broad line of easy-to-use software products that make your home PC more useful and enjoyable for the whole family. Find out how you can do what you want to do.
Right. Free software button. Ooh, free Microsoft Windows Entertainment Pack. Nice. Shopping assistant. What do you mean? Oh, okay. Well, let's start with kids. More of these magic school bus things. I'm gonna only check those things that were not included in other sample CDs. Explorapedia.
it when you cross an interactive encyclopedia with a fun journey guided by a frog named Thaddeus Pole? Microsoft Explorapedia. It's an interactive kids encyclopedia series. Each disc in the series is loaded with really cool sounds, pictures,
Cool.
movies, and animations.
Radical.
Plus all kinds of information. One disc covers the world of nature, and one covers the world of people. It's really easy and fun to move around Explorapedia, and this guy, Tad, is always there to help you out. The world of nature is organized into 16 scenes. You just click on the map and select the area you want to check out. Click again on one of the scenes, and Tad beams you away to a really cool place.
Way to go, Tad. Looks quite ugly. What the fuck? Can't like transform.
Each scene in the world of nature is a different place, like coral reefs or grasslands, and each scene shows examples of plants and animals you'd find there. Each object in the scene represents a topic in Explorapedia. Check this. Click on something, like my favorite, the shark, and you get sound or an animation. Then you jump to the Exploratron, the knowledge discovery gadget. This is where all the encyclopedia's information is. Sharks is just one of the more than 200 topics on the World of Nature disc. The text and images in Exploratron were written for kids like me, ages 6 to 10, so the sentences and paragraphs are short so they're easy to read and understand. And there's also narration, so even my little sister Stephanie, who's
Stephanie.
really read, can get it. Sometimes I like to listen to the narration too.
Kinds of sharks.
Oh, it's narrated by kids.
50 kinds of sharks, and new species are still being discovered. They have a wide range of habits.
Well,
You can also use the Exploratron to find any topic or meaning.
you know, even as a kid, I hated when things were narrated by other kids.
Activity, or one of the more than 50.
Yeah. Adults should understand that kids also can listen to adults.
You want to see?
All the videos often
Because, you know, adult voice is more, has more timbre than nasal squeaky preteen voice. Cool music. Sounds like Princess and Pride.
Microsoft Explorapedia. It's the interactive kids encyclopedia series with lots of media and packed with information about stuff like the world of nature and the world of people. It's way fun. I think you should check them out.
Yeah, well, I would have enjoyed these as a kid for sure. Sadly, I never had anything like that. There was like one software, like it was about globe dropper. You know, there's a globe and you can like see different countries and their facts and people. But I didn't have that. My friend had. So I played it a little bit in my friend's house. But I mostly remember like all kinds of like teaching, educational software that like try you to learn math or read, but those were just boring because they were like all like basic stuff, and you know, when you go like past the second grade, it's like baby stuff. And again, most of them like were narrated by kids again themselves, so it just gets annoying to listen to some annoying 8-year-olds or like 10-year-olds. I would rather listen to Christopher Lee or James Earl Jones than some annoying kid. The Exploratron is your child's window to knowledge. Explorapedia. Oh, it's just other products. Okay. These are so pixelated. It's so difficult to know what I'm looking at. Rabbit ears. How the leopard got his spots. Information is more. Rudyard Kipling's. That's the same who made the Jungle Book. Never heard of this one. Oh.
But if you look closely at any leopard, you will see that there are all
Danny Glover.
spots or 5 fat
Do I know?
fingertips.
He wasn't in Lion King, no. Oh. Yeah, of course. He's from Little Weapon. And let's see. Yeah, he's also been in Ants, the Prince of Egypt, and Predator 2, Escape from Alcatraz. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so it's like, you know, African knowledge educational game. Yeah, that was the, like, usually I remember the 90s, there were lots of talk about Africa, you know, Michael Jackson doing like Earth Song, and so much talk about, you know, the war and the famine and other things happening in Africa. Nowadays it seems that, you know, people have kind of like forgotten what happens in Africa. You hear some very bad news about like terrorists or Islamic groups killing people, but what can you do? It's so tragic how it thinks that decade after decade, it seems to everything is going worse for Africa. Except I think some countries are doing better, like Tunisia or Tunis or Egypt, who are no longer dictatorships, and Libya, of course. What is this? Ghostwriter, mysteries for creative writer. What? Kids solved the case of Blue Makwa by using tools or tricks. Oh, BBC television from Sesame Street. I don't remember this, even though I watched the Sesame Street.
Hey kids, welcome to Microsoft Land of Imaginopolis. I'm MacG, your pal and tour guide through this journey of discovery where you can use your imagination to write and draw all kinds of neat stuff. If you're ready to explore, click anywhere on Imaginopolis to begin our adventure. Let's go!
The gormless dude.
In Imaginopolis, anyone can be creative. Kids 8 and up are given the tools and inspiration to create and explore. In Creative Writer, you can create illustrated stories, newsletters, banners, cards, and make other cool stuff. Hold on, Creative Writing is coming at you.
Maxi here. Welcome to Creative Writing. I think there's some problem with the transparency.
My friend Max and I love playing with words and writing stories.
Emily Dickinson.
Max is waiting for you in the idea workshop. Click on the ball to head up.
Up. This fart sound, why?
I'm Max. I'll get you started with special writing projects and inspire you with story starters.
You'll never have to face a writer's block, thanks to the picture window and the plot machine. Yeah, how common is that, kids like 8 or 10 years old wants to write stories? I remember, liking in school writing, stories, but I wouldn't do that in my spare time. It's like something you do in a school. Pull the handle. It's just doing everything automatically. This sentence is way cool. Let's try another one. 300 bodyguards drove the police. Oh, it's like, it gets a story going. Yeah, I remember we used to do these things in school where everyone gets paper and one starts the story and the second person continues it and so on. They would usually go insanely crazy quite quickly and usually have some like stupid things and about boogers and piss and poop after a while. Yeah, this looks, this feels like this was made some like writer, but I'm not sure how many kids actually want to do this. It's like when you are out of school or school day ends, you don't wanna. These are almost like homework things. When you have PC, you wanna play games or at least do something entertaining, like watch video clips or listen to music. Like I would usually just like listen to MIDI soundtracks or MIDI music and browse the internet. I don't want to start doing stories. Okay, how do I quit this parents corner? Okay. Microsoft Home mouse. Wow, it's almost like a regular mouse, but we have a neat angle here. A demo.
Husband, wife, son, daughter, it doesn't matter who uses your Microsoft Home mouse the most. That's because it was designed to fit comfortably in the hands of everyone, from adults to small children, whether they use their left or right hand. The unique shape and color distinguish it from other mice on the
Wait, it's on top of the left one is top of the right one. Oh, it's just pushed in.
But there's more to the home mouse than just a pretty face.
That looks wanky.
In addition to personalizing your PC, It provides all the quality, accuracy, and reliability that Microsoft Home products offer.
Yeah, I don't think so. That it's just regular ball mouse,
Designed for maximum comfort and ease.
and those were usually quite
The home mouse
terrible to use,
Telepoint software allows you to hone your home computing skills.
especially when the ball would gather dust and you have to clean the ball.
Choose the shape of your pointer from a huge selection of images, ranging from dancers to airplanes. IntelliPoint software also allows you to perform double-click functions with a single click. Assign tasks to a third button by pressing the right and left buttons down together.
Oh, okay, cool.
And find a lost cursor with a special sonar function. At Microsoft, we're certain everyone in your home will enjoy.
I don't know if there's still like that kind of functionality that you press two buttons together
Microsoft Home Mouse
for additional
retailer.
function. Because usually, you know, since the era of third button or scroll wheel, you didn't really need those kind of combos. But I guess, you know, maybe you could have like different combos, like press button 2 and button 4 together or something like that. I guess you can like program your mouse however you want. Okay. Sound bits. It's just Hanna-Barbera sound library, but I guess these are very like low quality, like probably 8-bit 11,000 hertz. So if you probably want to find better source for these with the raw quality. Yappa dabba doo.
Sound bits for Windows 3.1. 3 collections of unique sounds for Windows, such as Startup, Window Maximize, Minimize, and more.
Where's the famous
Cartoons.
the feet moving, flappy feet?
And now, on with the opera.
And musical sounds from around the world.
Was that the Groucho Marx? I don't know. Yeah, it's just sound clips. And you could sell that for like $40. Can you imagine that? How things have changed. Yeah, if that's the sound quality of the final product, I'm not buying it.
Vouchers. We ain't got no vouchers. We don't need no vouchers. I don't have to show you any stinking vouchers.
But what is this for? Is this like you wanna listen to movie clips without the video? Maybe you can make like your own quiz with this. You know, you can play them and then ask your friends, can you recognize where this is from?
I must tell you what I know, but you won't tell me what you know.
And really recognize, it's probably like most of them are like 30s movies.
Well, go ahead and read it.
Yeah, that was Groucho Marx.
Vouchers.
Very good, Boo-Boo. Now what do we do for an encore?
Yogi Bear.
Jetson, you're late.
So what's his name? Can't remember. The boss of George. I wanna hear Barney. Hey Fred. I cannot do a really good Barney impression. I wonder where Fred is. Wow. It would be nice if you could like sample these, but I don't think that these were meant to be sampled. Because they are playing like more than one note. Okay. Well, yeah, one again of these like old software that kind of became obsolete, at least when, you know, World Wide Web was invented, and, you know, people could share these types of things like short wave files on the internet and short video clips as well. Although back in the modem days, it took a while to download anything that was bigger than a couple of megabytes, but, you know, that's why we first had like MIDI music. I wonder if there's like, yeah, I don't think Microsoft released any like MIDI collections, but there were like some MIDI music CD-ROMs as well, that just contain MIDI music. Okay, I want to go back to the menu. What are the games? I guess they are on the entertainment section. Yeah, this is only by Microsoft, so there's no like third-party games, and no like Monster Truck Madness yet. Yeah, this space simulator. I was looking actually yesterday when I saw the Windows 95 demo and demo video, and it actually doesn't have a CD release. It only comes with a MS-DOS version and with diskette. So yeah, I was expecting like 650 megabytes of cool like space encyclopedia content, but no, it's just a DOS simulator. And it seems the demo is missing audio, or I don't know if it's supposed to have any audio, but yeah, it was kind of surprising to realize that this actually runs on MS-DOS. It's just a couple of megabytes, and this is not CD-ROM footage, so I don't know how they managed to fit this kind of high resolution or relatively high resolution images or video clips or animations on a 4 megabyte exe file. Yeah, and there was never like Microsoft space for Windows 98 or deluxe version, as far as I know. So yeah. So what do we have? Okay, we got quite a lot of things that were dropped for the Windows 95 sampler. So there's like different country CD-ROMs for Paris. So into the city of light by night. By day, take up a close look at the Louvre Museum. So it's, wait a second. It's just like add-on for, yeah, scenery in the sand enchantment for flight simulator. So okay, I thought this was first like some kind of multimedia tour guide, but now it's just a couple of 3D looking blocks of texture.
Try Microsoft Flight Simulator 5.0, the best-selling entertainment title ever. Flight Simulator 5.0 gives you photorealistic scenery.
Photorealistic. Well, if you
it's as real as it gets.
If you compare it to what other things were out in 1994.
As you travel anywhere in the world, you will be amazed by the accurate three-dimensional...
Accurate?
Flight Simulator 5.0 will test your piloting skills and quick thinking.
Yeah, I don't think Paris looks like that.
Weather conditions to night flight. And with Microsoft Paris and New York scenery enhancements, you can experience two of Flight Simulator's great cities in exciting photorealistic detail.
Photorealistic again. They really want to emphasize that it's photorealistic. Well, I don't think so. I have seen what Paris looks like in real life. And I don't remember it being flat and then a couple of cardboard buildings, pixelated buildings appearing. So wait a second, are these all, do they all have the same demo?
Try Microsoft Flight Simulator 5.0.
I wonder how much you had to pay for these DLCs just to get a couple of buildings to appear. Yeah, they only require 14 megabytes. What's this? Golf Championship courses, so it's just like DLC for Microsoft Golf. Banff Springs.
It's a sunny fall day at the famous Firestone Country Club, and you're ready to tee off with Microsoft Golf version 2.0.
Nice shot!
With Microsoft Golf 2.0, you'll immediately notice the increased quality of the graphics display. Course details are sharper, and the color of the scene is much richer. In fact, Golf 2.0 employs the Lynx 3D6 Pro graphics engine. Microsoft Golf 2.0 is loaded with new features. The first one you'll notice is the ability to customize a player. Now you can create your own personalized golf player by selecting the name, gender, shirt color, hair and skin color. For chipping, you can select a default club or choose none to have the caddy wizard select for you. The auto grid menu lets you customize when Golf 2.0 overlays a grid map onto the scenery, either nowhere, everywhere, or just on the putting green. Another Golf 2.0 feature, the pop-up profile, can be selected as a default. The profile is a 90-degree side view of the hole that shows the height changes and undulations of the course. Another new feature is the panoramic view, which provides a wide-angle view of
panorama.
Here too, the scene is very colorful, with well-defined features.
It is. It's very colorful.
Panoramic views. You can also see the course by looking back on the.
It has almost like 200 colors, maybe.
2.0 is the flag button. It shows the location of the flag, even when it is not directly visible to the player. Players can also watch the shot from the green view angle. However, sometimes it can be hard to see the ball from this angle, so you can now choose a minimum ball size. Players can also watch the shot from the top view angle. At any time, you can check on your performance by looking at the stats for the round. And to let you know how difficult other players are finding the course, you can check the course stats. The Record Game feature lets you record a round of golf and then include that saved game as a player with another party of golfers. This lets you and your friends compete against each other without having to play at the same time. Microsoft Golf 2.0. Feel like you're actually there with beautiful photorealistic views.
Photorealistic again.
Then, go one better with customizable views of the green and analysis of the course profile. All with Microsoft Golf 2.0.
Hole in one!
Yeah, to call like, it's not even 3D, it's not even semi-3D, it's just 2D pictures. I call that photorealistic. Yeah, your standards are quite low. What was the actually last version for Microsoft Golf? Let me try to check. Spin-off Link series. Microsoft Golf 2001 edition. Okay. I wonder if anyone still like streams these, like on Twitch. Probably not, but I don't know. I don't really know what's the like current on-the-go golf game these days. Has there been ever any new golf game in 2020s? Yes, Link series. That was I don't know what's the difference between Links and maybe Microsoft Golf. Maybe they were identical, but it seems that Links were released each year. There's 1997, 1998, 1999, 2000, 2001, 2003, and 2004 is the last one released on Xbox. So yeah. Oh, it seems that one of the League series games have been released on Good Old Games as well. So I guess someone is probably still playing this nowadays. Okay. And then we have Microsoft Arcade. Wait a second, what's the difference between this one and this one? CD version. Version 1 or CD-ROM. Okay, there's no demo. Multimedia, okay, it's just probably like video clips and whatnot. Yeah, it's probably take most of the CD space, these video clips. Okay, then we got Microsoft Arcade, the first one, not the Return of the Arcade. Oh, you can actually play Asteroid. Is this a demo? Is this Oh, okay. Rotate your spaceship, left arrow, right arrow, fire, shift. What's going on? I think it's rendering my ship. Maybe it's because of the color depth. It should be like 256. Yeah, just a loop from place to place. Okay.
Arcade, new from Microsoft, is a value-packed collection featuring 5 computer games based on the original coin-operated classic arcade games.
That's a weird version of Chips Challenge. Never heard of that version.
In Battlezone, search out and destroy enemy tanks. In Centipede, it's up to you to zap crawling insects before they reach you. In Missile Command, defend your cities from outer space invaders. In Tempest, repulse menacing aliens in an odd dimensional world.
I don't think they're actually showing any gameplay there. They're just taking some screenshots and put them together. Because that was very choppy. But yeah, it's just so simple games, and to like pay actual money for just 3 or 5 simple games from the 70s is just, obviously now it feels like a rip-off, but maybe in the mid-90s this was like, wow, finally I can play. I haven't played that game for 15 years. So maybe that was the reason they thought that this would sell. Yeah, this was a weird version on Chip Challenge, and it wasn't even on the arcade collection. So why they would play Chip Challenge music?
For more fun, get the best of Microsoft Entertainment Pack, a box full of fun that will challenge your mind and reflexes. Everything from Tetris to Tut's Tomb to Pipe Dream.
Yeah, this collection.
The choice is yours.
Yeah, Chip Challenge was the best one, but it was very difficult. I don't think I ever like got past like level 8 or 9. I don't know. On the other hand, probably was playing Nintendo back then, so I wasn't. It wasn't like my high priority to beat Chip's Challenge. These were just like some quick fun, you know. When, for example, you know, you had one TV and maybe your sister was watching some TV show like Friends, so you would then have to use PC and play something. So these were just good, quick fun, and easy to learn even as a kid. Okay, what else we have? There's quite a lot of stuff here, so I guess I'm gonna do 2-part episode because this is taking quite a long time now. Let me check reference. Cinemania. What movie? For Wedding and for One Funeral.
I love movies.
Lots and lots of people love movies.
I grew up watching tons of movies.
Whether they're really dedicated movie buffs or not, they love movies.
I just, I like to go to movies now and then.
Movies are just such a great American pastime because they're
Westworld.
for us to kind of escape.
Singing Saturday Night Fever.
What we're trying to do with Cinemania was create the ultimate...
They should give Roger Ebert and Leonard Maltin.
We really set out to create what for many of us was the ultimate reference about the movies.
They should introduce it. Spielberg.
Source to satisfy the curiosity and feed the...
It's still interesting that, Spielberg was already like almost 50 years old back then. He's still doing movies.
We are trying to create a product about the movies that they
at the age of 79.
Cinemania gives you reviews on nearly 20,000 films with an enormous amount of auxiliary information.
Leonard Maltin is still with us.
Reviews to read and biographies to read.
At least.
The time I saw Cinemania, I was on cloud 9 because of the animation clips and the audio tracks.
Look at that, it's a movie. It's right there on the
Wow, moving picture. Yeah.
The reason why we chose the controller as our...
Can you imagine how people were like getting crazy just to seeing moving images?
It's very simple to pinpoint the sort of things you're interested in and then look for just those films that...
On computer.
If you're interested in films that were made between 1945 and 1955 that are 3-star, that are starring Humphrey Bogart, I mean, you can do that.
Recently, I've been renting an awful lot of movies, just catching up on all the old classics.
I go through phases, yeah, where I rent maybe 5 a week.
I usually want to have some idea about what I want to see before I go over there, because there's way too many movies.
One thing you shouldn't do is decide, well, I've got a free evening, I'm going to see what's out there, and I'm just going to pick one, not knowing anything about it, and hope for the best.
I don't want to stand there for 2 hours trying to decide what I'm in the mood for.
You're on a mission when you go to a video store.
So what you need is a list.
I'm in a review for a movie and I'm thinking, ooh, you know, I'm going to forget about this if I don't, you know, note it somewhere. And so I just click on List Maker and it adds it to the list, and there we go, it's on there.
We've added a movie suggestion feature this year. The information in the suggestion list is a compilation of many movie lovers' best loved films.
There is a series of general categories. Well, when you press one of those buttons, you'll get into our suggestion list categories.
Our goal editorially is to make sure that every single film on that list is a worthwhile film.
They're good lists. These lists are guaranteed to be addictive to budding film buffs.
You find so many movies you never would have thought to see, but in fact are just great things to see. I mean, you're just really glad that you found out about them.
If you're at all inclined to be a serious film student, Cinemania is just going to blossom for you.
There's so much there, people and places and movies and everything.
It's helped me a lot, expanding my experience.
It's made me a far more aware consumer, which is great, because when you do have very limited time to enjoy yourself, you want to make the most of it.
I'm not a big film buff. I just, I like to go to movies now and then, but as I started playing with this, I just saw all of these different things I was interested in and went, wow, this is kind of cool. I better keep playing.
It's a feast for the eyes and the ears.
A person who loves movies can't be much happier than having a product like this at home.
It's really fun.
Well, yeah, they totally sold it for me. I think, the best reason or the selling point is, you can find movies that, otherwise you wouldn't even heard of. And I think it's the same. It is still useful, kind of like today, because, even though you have your Netflix and Amazon and Paramount and whatnot, I think they're not trying to list the best.
I love movies.
Best movies.
People love movies.
And they usually like older movies as well. So, if you want to see 30s movies, I don't think Netflix has that many old classics. So, this is a good source for listing movies you want to see from the golden age of Hollywood or what was the Bayesian code from the 30s and other, especially, this is meant for US users. So how often they would see European cinema, and so this would probably list movies that you can't see anywhere. But there's the thing, where do you get to see these movies? I live in a small village, and we had a kiosk in the 90s that rented movies, but they usually were just blockbusters. No way they were renting a Third Man or Gone with the Wind or Singing in the Rain. They were just the thing. They were only renting new stuff, Jurassic Park or Ace Ventura or crap like that. Well, I'm not saying that Ace Ventura or Jurassic Park is crap, but you know, classic stuff you couldn't really find anywhere. You would just have to hope that they would show it on TV, or you would go into like Helsinki and find some big store. But even then, you know, they usually didn't sell like this classic stuff. So I kind of feel bad for the movie buffs who were born too early to have the easiness of getting to be able to see movies these days so easily. Just any movie ever made is kind of easy to find nowadays. So how whatever and how obscure it is. So yeah, I think this is the real golden age, because you can, for the customer, a movie buffer, you can just watch anything you want. But on the other hand, then there's the dilemma that you can watch anything, but then do you even have time, or do you even bother to watch anything? Then you end up watching YouTube videos with a smartphone. So yeah, but yeah. But yeah, this was a great software, and yeah, I didn't own it in the 90s, but I had a Finnish CD-ROM that was very similar, called Kinopalatsi, and it was, well, obviously it was focused on Finnish movies, but it also contained a list of like foreign movies. So yeah. But you know, again, all this stuff is like obsolete these days, with just the period before internet, and when the CD-ROMs came, it was these CD-ROMs were relevant. But you know, when the internet happened, most of the stuff you could find free from the internet. Not all, of course, but you know. But I think all the CD-ROMs still are worth not buying, but worth like checking out, because they usually contain some stuff or information or data that doesn't come up from regular Google search or doing a chat GPT. You can find things here, and you can actually learn things from here. Let me finally check this one, and then I will pause. Microsoft Composer Collection. Yeah, I had the Beethoven and Mozart CD-ROMs. I think there's also like there's Richard Strauss and Dvorak, but they were not part of the Microsoft Composer Collection, but they were released by Voyager. And I think the Dvorak you still cannot find that on Internet Archive. So I hope that it will appear someday.
Wake up your senses and energize your imagination with Microsoft's series of illustrated interactive music titles. You'll experience some of the world's greatest music, including masterpieces by Beethoven, Mozart, Schubert, Richard Strauss, and Stravinsky. The excitement begins with premier performances and CD sound that respond directly to your curiosity. But it's more than just music. You'll learn about the life and times of some of history's most intriguing composers. You can test your knowledge with challenging games and pause at any moment to access a glossary full of musical examples. Whether you're a musical neophyte or hold a master's degree in music theory, you won't want to miss this musical multimedia experience. Choose a composer at the left of the screen or click Features to learn more about Microsoft's exciting series of music titles and begin your musical explorations right now.
But yeah, these were like you could call them like enhanced CDs. So they had a like full piece of like 60-70 minutes of symphony you could listen to, while they would give you a multimedia presentation with text and images. So I kind of like that the idea. I think other CDs would have. I would have liked to see other CDs doing the same thing. You know, you would buy your favorite CD of your band or some other classical music composer, and you can listen to the CD normally with a CD player. But then, if you put it on CD-ROM drive, you can. There's more content viewable on Windows or Mac. So yeah, it's quite rare to actually see any like PC content on audio CDs. I think you know, it's just more expensive to do, I guess, and many didn't want to go through the trouble of creating PC content. But yeah, I think we still kind of like lack this multimedia era of the 90s. You know, there used to be so many of these kind of like presentations that combined audio with pictures and text and videos, but now we only got like videos on YouTube, but it's not the same thing because they are not interactive. Here you can click and do it on your own time, and no, there's no commercial or adverts, so it's even better. So yeah, I wish there were more like these kind of CDs that let you like listen to PCs and then read and learn as well. It's a neat thing. But yeah, I'm gonna stop here and continue later. So there's lots of stuff here. Okay, some of these are just the same one as earlier, but I like those like trailers they show. It's definitely gonna check the other one, check the remaining ones as well. So see you in part 2. Bye bye.